Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there. Welcome back.
Welcome back, guys. This was our Patreon exclusive this morning, Operation Stargate. Yeah, AI. It seems like old MacDonald had a farm, and now it's AI doing all the farming.
Okay, that's cute. That's cute.
That just came up. I don't know. It's crazy. Oh, and I just wanted to say, is for anybody that can't figure it out, this is an AI-generated Photoshop photo. Baron is fairly tall, but he is not 14 feet tall. He is not 14 feet tall yet.
Not yet.
But at the same time, you might see beings this tall, literally, walking around politicians in the future. Just saying. It's kind of a get ready.
Well, it's kind of weird looking, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so it seems that there is a buzz building about this. Breaking, Vladimir Putin is reportedly seeking to have the sickle maker extradited to Russia to face crimes against humanity as part of a deal that might possibly end the war in Ukraine? Are we on a different timeline? If that happens, that's what I'm thinking. Who wouldn't stand up and applaud that, really? But at the same time, always suspicious.
Always suspicious. It would be nice to just sort of rest in the idea that the right thing is going to happen, but with our controllers, I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. And this video may get taken down right away because, again, we understand who it serves as far as Alphabet and the bigger corporations. We understand what their purpose is. It's pretty obvious as they're back to they changed the algorithms, and we actually started to gain subscribers for the first time in 5 years since we talked about things that happened were happening before the plague upon the land happened and got demonetized, and they started to reel off our subscribers. And so they did a new algorithm, and that seemed to have loosened that as we started to gain subscribers. And then now they've settled back in. They're starting to whittle them away again. The system is what the system is, and it's all basically about control. There are numerous people reporting this, just so you can see. Again, more people talking about this as being part of a proposed agreement because, what they're taking part of this from, and there may be statements that were made recently. When we go back a ways, we'll see that, as this article is saying from AMG News, while Biden scrambles to protect his own, Putin has been building an unassailable case against him, the sickle maker, and others. Since 2022, Russia has accused the U.S. of orchestrating bioweapon production in that place that is so war-torn and has lost. It depends on what source you believe. There's probably anywhere from 600,000 to maybe, to 2 million young men that have, and others, that have lost their lives in this war. And if it's really obviously ever comes out that the war is what it really is, it's again just about money and control, power, and other things that some people are just not ready to handle.
No, it's just something that's really, it's very messy, and here we are. We're walking through it. We're walking through it together. We are beings who understand that there is a higher order, and I believe that we can get there. It just, we just need to do the right thing for ourselves.
I think, again, before we get to June solstice, we're probably going to see things that are going to leave us absolutely dumbfounded and in complete disbelief. I do think that the 6 months, the first part of this year, is going to be staggering in scope and in twists and turns, and some things that, a lot of us might not see really coming. There's the obvious, but there still could be things out there that are going to just blow our minds.
Well, it's still the awakening. It's just you don't. But perception, I think, is a big part of awakening. So you don't want your perception to be twisted.
So yeah, absolutely. When we talk about military tribunals among many nations, it could be a possibility. Again, cynically, we always see it goes back into time immemorial. You'll have one king attack another king, and by the way, they're cousins. And a war goes on. They gather all the peasants up. They kill all the peasants in war, and then they end up making up with each other and marrying off their kids. And meanwhile, again, it's the same thing here when we're talking about the political elite and the royalty of the corporate world. And, again, there is a plan out there. This is from the People's Voice that is talking about the possibility of stripping the sickle maker of his citizenship. And, then there would be no sway to some of the pardons and maybe some of the other things that could get him out of the legal ramifications.
Mm-hmm. It's a mess.
It's going to be interesting, guys. I mean, this is just really curious times, to say the least. And, all this going on, and everybody forgot about the drones.
I know,
it's
right?
like, they really barely mentioned it. I listened to Trump when he was signing 1 million executive orders, and they mentioned the drones, and he was sort of like, oh, yeah, we never really got an answer on that, did we?
Yeah.
No, we didn't, and there's 1 million other things. This is how they always get us looking somewhere else while something, really important is happening. And this is exactly what happens. Now there's something new happening, and can you imagine if the entire world, here we go, look it's trending, guys. It's trending. Crimes against humanity is trending. Can you imagine if the entire world were to watch this? The partnership with the WHO is gone. So many of us are so happy about so much of what we have seen. Can you imagine? Those would be the trials of the century. This guy and the sickle maker. I think there would be such elation and such optimism going on in the world that we would almost be like dancing, and we might not notice that there's a cliff coming up.
It's one of those things where, okay, this is really, really good stuff, but you're still waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's like, what are they doing? What are they, what trick are they going to pull? What are they getting us to not look at? And I mean, drones, that's a short answer, because I was waiting for him to be asked the question or something. And there was barely even 10 seconds mentioned on it. It was really disappointing. So I got to wonder, is the whole planet, besides this media, are we all being kind of given a Truman Show,
It certainly feels like a Truman Show. As always, guys, we invite you to come join us on Patreon. Exclusives up each week. A whole new series is going to be going up over there. And once again, Baron is not truly 14 feet tall. Just to clarify, yes, this has been adjusted. But at the same time, I wouldn't doubt it if you see some people that are, maybe close to that within the next 10 years. Just basically saying, ahead of schedule.
Source bless and namaste.
Namaste.